Yo, bro, how to get consistent. I'm gonna give you a step by step guide, step by step process that makes it way easier to get consistent and do what you're supposed to do, and makes it easier to not procrastinate. So, I never miss a workout anymore. I train Taekwondo now for almost 8 years, I think, 7, 8 years or more. I had a it's more, but I had a break before the 8 years. But the point is, I never miss a workout. I always go and train. Never it's time to go train and I say no, I don't want to train. I don't mm, because I'm tired. But I wasn't always like this. Previously, when I was younger, I used to hate to go training. I was always procrastinating. I was always skipping training because I was so tired. I came from school and I was laying in my bed or on the couch and I was watching TV and I didn't want to go train. I was tired, man. I didn't want to go train. And so I always skipped and I always procrastinated. And my father used to take me with, he used to drive me there. So he would always come and say, Mohammed, let's go, let's go. And I would say, I don't want to, I'm tired, I don't want to go train. And yeah, so I always used to skip. But then one day, I really didn't want to go. I was super tired and I wanted to watch TV. But my father was mad at me because I never went training, and he said, "Come on, Mohammed, you have to go." And he used to pay my, he pays my. He pays my membership, so he says I'm paying all this money and you aren't even training. So he forced me to go, and I was very tired, but I said okay, okay. I didn't want to upset him, so I put on my clothes and I went. And honestly, it was one of the best training sessions ever, because I was just going hard and it was intensive and I was stretching so hard and I was training so hard, and it was a very good training session. And afterwards, I felt such an accomplishment. I felt proud of myself. I felt so fulfilled because I trained, and I did so good. And at least I went and I trained and I thought of, imagine if I didn't go train. I felt so I couldn't believe it. I felt so much. I felt so tired and I didn't want to go, but I went and I had the best training session ever. So I felt like my body is lying to me. Even though I'm feeling so tired, I can't not go. I just have to go. And from that moment, I I knew that I just had to go. I just couldn't listen to my body anymore. I couldn't listen to when I was tired or when I wanted to watch TV. I just had to go, and eventually it would be better. Because yeah, what's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is I go, I train, and it's not that good of a training, but at least I went and I did something. So I made a promise to myself. I promised myself I'm never going to skip again. If it's time for taekwondo, I'm going to put on my clothes and I'm gonna go, because I've seen what it did. I didn't want to go, but I went and I had the best training session ever. So I said to myself, I can't skip taekwondo anymore. So the next time when taekwondo came, as usually, I didn't want to go. I was tired. I wanted to watch TV, but as I made a promise to myself, and I had to keep that promise. So I put on my clothes and I went, and it was a good training session. I mean, I trained hard again, and I loved it. At the end, I didn't even feel tired anymore. At the end, I did even wanted to train more, because, and I thought to myself, this is so fascinating that I'm so tired at the beginning, and there's so much friction to go and train. But when I'm there, it's no problem. I train, and it's not even that difficult. I train hard, but it's fun. It's not that bad. So what's the 4 step process to get to where I'm at? Like now, I'm at a period that I'm even excited to go train. I'm not even that tired anymore. Like, there are times where I'm tired and I don't want to go train, but I just go train. Like, I'm used to it now. And There's even times where I'm very excited to go train. It's fun to go train. I love the pain, I love the burn, and I'm excited to go. Like I'm waiting. Yes, finally, it's time to go to taekwondo. You know what I'm saying? So that's the point where I'm at now, and I don't miss workouts anymore. Mm, and this is the 4 step process to get this consistent. Like step one, you have to plan. You have to make a plan. You know, it's so easy for me. It makes it very much it makes it very much easier, like if there's an exact date and time when I have to do it. Like for example, taekwondo was always on Wednesdays and Fridays from 8 p.m. So I didn't have a choice. It was then or never. I couldn't say like, yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow or I'm going to do it another time, because sometimes when you have to do hard work, or you have to go and study, or you have to go train, or you have to go work on your business or read or whatever, there are some people that say, yeah, I'm going to do it this week I'm going to read, but like it's not very specific, like when you're going to read. So you can say, yeah, when you don't feel like it, you can say, I'll read tomorrow, no problem. I will read tomorrow, no problem. Or I will do it next week, or this or that. And when you say, for example, I'm going to read on Wednesday, or I'm going to study or work on Wednesday, or train on Wednesday, it's the morning and you just woke up, you're still a little bit tired, you're like, I'm going to train after I had a great energetic meal, and then you eat, and then your stomach is full, and you're like, I'm going to let this digest, and then I'm going for a run, and then you wait, and you're hungry again, or you're tired, or you say, I'll train in the evening, I train at evening best anyway, and then it's the night, and you're super tired, and you're busy working, you still have a lot to do that you didn't finish for tomorrow, and you're like, I'll just run tomorrow. Like, it's way easier to procrastinate where you don't have a specific time and date for when you have to do something. At taekwondo, it was 1 or 0, the one thing or another, or you either go now or you don't. So it was way easier to not procrastinate. So that's step one. Plan very specifically when you're going to do it, and with the time, not only the day, the time and the day. And that makes it way easier to not procrastinate. Step 2 is you have to make a promise to yourself that when that time comes, you're always going to go, no matter how you're feeling. So if you're feeling tired, or you don't want to do it, or you think that you need a bit more energy, or you don't feel inspired to work or something, those are all not excuses to not go to work. So you have to promise yourself that even though that no matter what you're feeling, you're going to do the hard work. Make a promise to yourself that when that time comes, that you set out for yourself to do something, you're going to do it no matter what, So you have to promise yourself that. And sometimes life comes in the way, I agree. Sometimes you have to change things up, but at least replan it in your calendar, so you have it planned for another day, at the very least. But I wouldn't recommend that. That's not what I did. But at least, if you're not going to do it, replan it on another day in your calendar. And step 3 is you have to know that the feeling is coming. You have to know in advance that you are going to feel tired, you're going to feel unmotivated, you're going to feel uninspired when that moment comes. And when you know that in advance, you can prepare yourself. You can prepare yourself on it by knowing you are already prepared. So when that moment comes, you know that it's just your lizard brain talking to you, promising you false things, lying to you, saying that you are too tired to go and train, that you are too unmotivated or too uninspired to go and work. So you know, if you know in advance that it's going to come, you are prepared, and you are more likely to not procrastinate. And so the first 3 steps are: plan an exact time and date, day and time when you're going to do something. Step 2 is promise yourself that when that times come, you are absolutely going to do it no matter what. And 3, expect from yourself that you're going to feel bad, you're going to feel tired, you're going to feel unmotivated, you're going to feel inspired, and see that as an opportunity to train your discipline and prepare yourself on that feeling, because it's part of the process. Part of the hard work is that you're going to feel unmotivated to do it, so just expect that to come, and that makes you more prepared to to overcome that, and don't procrastinate. And step 4 is, and after you're done training, or you just did a hard workout, like for example, if you go train and you do it, try as best as you can, go as hard as possible, and after you train, like look at how you're feeling. Look at are you still tired, are you still unmotivated, or are you happy that you went to the training? Are you happy that you gave it your all, and are you proud on yourself that even though you were so tired, you did the hard work, and now you've accomplished, you finished your tasks, for example, or you've done the thing that you wanted to do? Aren't you happy? That feeling, that happiness, you have to remember that. You have to lock in that feeling. And we can remember feelings because, for example, when we watch a movie, we feel emotional, or when we remember something, we can feel emotional. You can remember feelings. So that feeling of gratitude, that feeling of accomplishment and proudness, you have to lock that in. You have to lock that in and remember that for the next time, because that will motivate you. That will motivate you the next time that you feel tired and you have to do the work, and you know that you don't really feel like it, but you have to do it. You're going to think back to the moment that you didn't feel like it, and you did it, and you felt so accomplished and so proud of yourself. And that's the feeling that you have to remember and have to lock in. So those 4 steps are going to make it impossible for you to procrastinate. Guaranteed. I guarantee you that after implementing these 4 steps in your routine, you're never gonna procrastinate again. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too far, but at least it's going to help you and makes it easier for you to not procrastinate. So again, 4 steps, I'm going to repeat it one more time. Step 1 is plan exactly the day and the time when you're going to do it. For example, Monday at 4 p.m. Till 6 p.m. I'm going to work on this specific task. So you when the time comes, you don't have a reason to procrastinate it to later, on a later time. Step 2 is you have to promise yourself that you're going to do the task no matter what, and no matter how you feel, no matter what happens, you're going to do the task at that time. When that time comes, it's time for the task and no other thing. Everything else can wait, everything else can go. That is the important task at hand. Step 3, expect the hard, difficult feelings to come. Expect yourself to be tired, expect yourself to be unmotivated, expect yourself to be uninspired, expect yourself to have every bone in your body, every percentage of your body not want to do the task. Expect that to happen and see it as an opportunity to train your discipline. And step 4, after you've done it, after you've accomplished the task, after you're done and you've trained so hard, be proud of yourself, be grateful, and remember that feeling of accomplishment and proudness so that it can motivate you the next time. Guys, I want to say much success, but that's that's crap. Good luck, guys. Bye.